Namaste, Green Wave. It's Miss Amy. Today, I'm going to share with you a variety of breathing techniques. So in yoga, we call breath work pranayama, as well as some mindful listening with our breath and poses that are beneficial for our body to help us to breathe better. So we're going to learn some heart openers and, again, tools to just help you connect to your breath, because your breath is your greatest power. No matter where you go, you are always breathing. So you can always tap into this no matter where you go, because you don't need a mat to do yoga. So imagine your belly like a balloon. And when you take a deep breath, your belly goes all the way out and all the way back in. And a lot of times when we're stressed out or we feel nervous or have worries or anxiety, we're breathing like this with a shallow breath. And that tunes us into the sympathetic nervous system of fight or flight. All right, but we want our breath to tap into the parasympathetic nervous system of rest and digest. And just by taking a deep breath, when the belly expands just like this, there's little nerve endings at the bottom of your belly that are connected to the parasympathetic nervous system, again, to naturally help you to relax. So you have everything you need. It's just a matter of tuning into our breath. And that also helps us with self-awareness and self-management. So today you're going to learn a variety of tools and techniques to support you with your pranayama, because again, prana is your breath, it's your vital life source. So again, we're all connected through our breath, through our heart, again, to share that kindness and that peace with everyone who we meet. But it starts with our heart, it starts with our breath. So one way you can tune into your breath is through a breathing buddy. So just like your belly opens and closes like this, we're going to tune into our breath with either a stuffed animal, so I have a breathing bunny. You could also use the eye pillow that you received in the beginning of STEAM summer camp. So you can use this as a tangible tool. Or you can use a pillow. You can use one of the blocks you received too. So I'll show you a couple different ways that you can use materials to tune into your breath. So you can use your block, and you can even stack your blocks like Legos if you'd like to put 2 blocks on your belly. So sometimes it's better to start out with one. So I come on my back in a mountain pose on my back, and I can place the block either horizontal or vertical, however you'd like. And then as I breathe in, my belly and the block go up, belly and block go down. Again, I can stack the blocks like Legos, since everyone had 2 blocks, as you breathe in and breathe out. So again, this is one way to tune into your breath. You could use the blocks, you could use the eye pillow, or you could use a stuffed animal, or again, you could use a pillow, a blanket, something, an object that you have. You could also tune into your breath by using the eye pillow for your eyes, as you again start to connect to your breath as you inhale and exhale. So this is a great tool to tune into your breath, whether, again, you choose what kind of object you'd like to use, whether it be a stuffed animal, the eye pillow, or the blocks, any of the yoga props that you had. So this is breathing with a tangible item to help us to connect to our breath. Another way you can connect to your breath is if you have a pinwheel. So pinwheels are fun. As you breathe in, breathe out, you would make the pinwheel move, breathing in and breathing out. So using, again, an object to connect with your breath, whether it be a stuffed animal or you can use a pinwheel. Another way you can connect to your breath is by using pom-poms, or you could also use cotton balls. So with the pom-poms, again, you'll come onto your belly in a mountain pose, and then you'd spread out the pom-poms. So I have a bunch of pom-poms just like this. I'd spread them out just like this. And then I would use my breath to clear out the clouds. So I would blow away any clouds in the way of my centering as I breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in, I'll just move the camera so you can see as you We'll try that again. So again, this is our pom-pom breath. Imagine these pom-poms like the clouds, any kind of clouds in our mind, and we want to clear out the clouds to let our sun shine. So as we breathe in, breathe out, breathing in, breathing out. So whether you have pom-poms or cotton balls, you can use, again, these objects to connect to your breath with. So you can make it into a game, or again, whatever feels good for you with creating a tangible item to your breath. So another way you can use a tangible item to connect to your breath is with word breathing. So for example, I wrote the words, I am kind, and then I'm gonna trace my finger over the letters as I breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So you can either choose a mantra, which is a positive power phrase. So it could be, I am kind, I am smart, I am amazing, I am strong, I am brave. So you could create your own mantra on your note card or piece of paper. You could also write your name or your favorite word or your favorite color or really anything. But again, using the word, the letter, or even the number as a tool to connect to your breath. So again, you can get creative with this. You know, there's no right or wrong way to, do word breathing. So do whatever feels good for you. Even if you ask yourself a one-word check-in, how do I feel each day? That's another great SEL activity. So maybe your word today is happy, or you feel tired or hungry. You could write that word down and then use that to use your word breathing with. So lots of different choices. Again, make it yours, because that's what yoga is all about, is meeting you where you are and to make it your own practice, get creative with it. So that's with our word breath. You can also make your own pipe cleaner breath by using either cereal. You can use cereal for your moving items, or breathing beads. So using a pipe cleaner, you would connect the beads on the pipe cleaner, and then as you breathe in, breathe out. So moving the bead each time you take a deep breath. You could do this with bracelets as well. Again, this is just a pipe cleaner and some plastic beads. Again, if you didn't have beads, but you had some Cheerios, you could also, put Cheerios or Fruit Loops. Those are another cereal that has a hole. So you could get creative with your breathing tool, with your pipe cleaner breath. If you've made bracelets before, that's another great tool to use as a breathing tool. The mala bead bracelet. So again, that reminds you of your inner positive power. Again, holding each item, making it tangible to connect with your breath, as well as the positive affirmations, that positive power. Because again, it all begins in our mind to share our kindness and share our peace. But it starts with our kind thoughts, kind words to ourselves, and kind words to others. Another breathing tool and technique that you have are your hands. So I like to call this one take 10 to Zen. So you just stretch out your fingers like a high five, and then using your other hand, breathe in. You're going to trace your hand and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And then you go back to make it 10, right? Or you could choose to do your other hand as you breathe in to take 10 to Zen. So however you'd like to breathe in and breathe out. Again, just tracing your hand with your other hand. So again, you have everything you need right at your fingertips. Another way to breathe using some objects are crayons or markers. And I like to call this next exercise the crayon breath. So once again, you're gonna lay on your belly in a mountain pose. I'm gonna move the screen so you can see me. All right, so as you come onto your belly, and I hadn't started this before, but what you're gonna do is you can either close your eyes when you do this or keep them open. But with each breath that you take, we're gonna color our breath. So you can use a crayon, a marker, you could use 2 crayons at once, whatever feels good for you. But what's gonna happen is you're gonna breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And you're just gonna start to color your breath, and you're gonna feel the connection of your belly rising and falling on the ground. So just how we had started with our breathing buddy breath when we were on our back, this is connecting our breath to the ground. It's also very grounding. So again, using the crayon to color your breath, whether your eyes are open, maybe you make a design as you breathe in and breathe out, or again, closing the eyes, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And you'll start to notice, again, the more you do your crayon breath, you know, you'll create a design, whether it be a scribble scrabble like this one is, or again, maybe it's something, you know, different and unique. So that is using the crayon breath. And again, you could use markers or whatever art materials that you have for your crayon breath. You could also do that if you have watercolor paints. So same thing, when you're laying on your belly, you would put a lot of water though on a piece of paper and then dip the paintbrush into the color so that there's a big blob of that color on the water. And then again, you would breathe, blowing, and the watercolor, it almost looks like fireworks. It becomes really cool. So if you have watercolors, feel free to try that. Or again, you know, you can use just regular crayons or markers, again, to color your breath, to bring your breath to life, to make it more colorful. Another breathing tool is coloring to calm. So in your packets that you receive, there are a bunch of positive power coloring to calms, or there's some cool animals in there, again, to mindfully color, to connect our breath to the movement as you color, or, you know, again, just bring it to life with your art materials. So here's an example of a finished one of Think Happy Thoughts. So maybe you hang this up in your room, on your kitchen fridge, or just somewhere to remind you of your inner positive power. And it's a great, again, calming and breathing activity that you can use. So whether you use the materials from the mindfulness packet you received this summer, or print them out, Google them, and find them online, that's, you know, another way. Or just draw your own pictures, get creative, use your own creativity. Another way to connect art with the breathing beads is to create your own bookmark. So using, again, whatever materials that you had, these were designed, you know, with rectangle shapes. But if you notice, there are some positive quotes on the bookmark. And then, you know, these were from school. And we added the positive power breathing bead tassel at the end of it, so you could connect, again, your breath to reading, to literacy. So again, it's your choice how you design your own bookmark. And again, they're great tools to remind you to breathe when you're reading. And also, you know, when we're aware of our breath, when it comes to reading, we're able to focus more. We'll have more concentration. So that's why the breath is so important when it comes to literacy, even to mathematics, to really any subject in school. When we take that deep breath, it really helps to calm and cool our body. So we have more space, not just physically, but mentally in our mind, so we can learn more and, again, reach our full potential. So those are some breathing techniques using materials, all right? Other ways to use your breath, I like to call this the heart breath. So this is a calming breathing exercise. So if you feel like you have a lot of energy and you need to calm down, come to the ground, I like to call this the heart breath. So what you'll do is you'll rub your hands together. Feel your inner fire, your inner heat, your inner sunshine. And then you're gonna place your hands over your heart, and you can sit cross-legged. Maybe you're sitting on the blanket or the blocks, again, your choice. And either eyes opened or eyes closed, but truly tuning into the breath as you breathe in and breathe out. And just noticing what you feel. Notice the sensation of your heart beating. Maybe you feel the warmth of your hands, and also being aware of the sounds in the room and noticing the thoughts in your mind. And using, again, the breath as a tool to come back to your body, to come back to this moment. So if you are feeling stressed or worried or, you know, any anxiety, this helps to ground us. This helps to bring us, you know, back to our center. So the heart breath is a great practice. Again, you always have your hands, you always have your heart, you always have your breath. So again, it connects us to that parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest, just by tuning into the heart, into our heart center. I like to also call that our heart work, you know. Another breathing exercise, so say you need energy, right? The lion's breath is a great tool to help give you more energy. It's very energizing and it clears out any clouds in the way of your sunshine. So all you do is you stick out your tongue and you go, just like that. Breathe in, breathe it out. Let it roar again. Eyes open or eyes closed. Breathe in, breathe out. So that's the lion's breath. Again, simple tools and techniques that you have everything you need. So those were the heart breath and the lion's breath. Another breathing technique, that's pranayama. Again, using the breath as a tool to create calm, and pranayama is an exercise for our breath. It's called Nadi Shodhana in Sanskrit, the yoga language, but it's also called alternate nostril breathing. Meaning we're going to use both sides of our nose, but close off one side as we use the other. So for Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, we're going to use our ring finger and our thumb. Your choice. I'm a righty, so I'm using my right hand. And we're going to create awareness to each side of our nostril as we breathe in and out. And this is a great calming exercise. Again, this helps to soothe the nervous system. Again, using what you have. All right. So watch me first and then try it out. All right. So what I'm going to do is, using my ring finger, I'm going to close off my left nostril just like that. And I'm going to breathe in through my right side as I count to 3. So I'm going to breathe in, 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to hold my nose. So my thumb is going to close off my right nostril. So now my nose is closed. I'm going to breathe and I'm going to hold it for 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to exhale through my left nostril. So my ring finger came off and my thumb is still there as I exhale. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to inhale now through my left nostril. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to hold my nose, close it off. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to exhale through my right. 1, 2, 3. So I'm alternating the nostrils. So now I'm going to inhale through my right nostril, breathing in. 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale through the left. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale through the right. 1, 2, 3. And then once again, I'm going to inhale through my right. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale through the left. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. So you can do that for as many times as you'd like. Sometimes it's just starting off alternate nostril breathing. You can keep it to like 3 or 5 rounds of that. You don't have to count all the way up to 3. Maybe it's just 2 breaths as you breathe in through the right side and then hold it for 2 breaths and exhale through 2 breaths on the left side. So you can keep it simple. When you feel comfortable with that, maybe you increase it to 8 breaths. All right. So again, it's a practice. So just the more you do it, the more your body gets used to alternate nostril breathing. If you didn't want to use your hands, because I know, during quarantine, it's don't touch your face. So always make sure you washed your hands. But if you didn't feel like actually putting your hands on your face, you can also simply do it with your hands and just imagining that you're closing off each nostril. So for example, I'd start with my palms out. So when I close my hand just like that, that means that would be my hand that would be closing off my left nostril. All right. So for example, I'm going to start with both my hands like this. I'm going to breathe in through my right. So breathe in, 1, 2, 3, hold. I'm going to hold both my hands. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale through the left. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale through the right. 1, 2, 3. So I know that I'm exhaling because my palm is open, and I know that my nostril is, the nostril that's closed is with my hand that's in this mudra. All right, so that's another way you can practice alternate nostril breathing without actually touching your face, but just creating that awareness. I'm breathing through my right side, I'm holding, I'm exhaling through my left side. Breathing in through the left, holding, exhaling through the right. So again, this creates a balance in the mind so that you feel more calm and cool. And that was all through our breath. The next breathing exercise, pranayama, that we're gonna learn is called Pada Dirsasana. And this is another great breathing exercise to, again, get you aware of your breath and also how we use our ribs, all right? So finding, again, a comfortable seat. What you're gonna do is you're gonna reach and stretch your hands out just like you're about to put on mittens. And I know this might seem a little gross. We're gonna put our hands underneath our armpits, all right? So we're gonna crisscross our arms just like this. And then I'm gonna make sure I can see my thumbs, okay? So I'm just like this. But my hands feel my rib cage. So when I breathe in, I feel my ribs expanding, and then as I breathe out, as I exhale, I feel them expanding, all right? So right now, tune into your breath, either eyes open or eyes closed. Again, this is Pada Dirsasana, which again helps us to tune into our breath as we really feel our ribs expanding as we inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. So again, that's another way to, again, use your body to tune into your breath. And the last breathing exercise is the 3-part breath, which is, again, tuning into our body. So you can start with your hands on your belly. So what's gonna happen is as you breathe in the first part of the 3-part breath, your belly expands. And then your belly, as your belly expands, the rib cages expand as you breathe in. And then you feel it all the way up through the collarbones. And then as you exhale, it goes from the collarbones down through the ribs and down through the belly. So the 3-part breath is the belly, the ribs, so the lungs can expand, and the collarbones. So sometimes it takes some time to, get accustomed to that 3-part breath. As you inhale, belly expands, lungs expand as you feel your heart open, and as you exhale, just like that. But again, the more you practice these simple breathing tools and techniques, the 3-part breath will become a little bit easier for you. So don't worry, you are doing the right thing wherever you are. Remember, yoga, there's no competition, there's no awards. So as long as you're, being true to yourself, because not every breathing technique is for everyone, and that's okay. But seeing what works best for you, because again, we're all different. So those are a variety of, again, pranayama techniques. So depending on which technique you like to practice, another way you can add to all these breathing techniques is through mindful listening. So I'm going to share with you the singing bowls and some other yoga instruments for mindful listening that you can use, to tune into your breath with. So these are the singing bowls, and as you can see, they come in all different shapes and sizes. And these are great tools that, again, create that connection with our heart. And this vibration, it's in all of our breath, it's in all of our heart. So even though the bowls are different and the sounds may be different, but that vibration, that frequency is in all of us that connect us all together. So just to show you the difference in sound. So this bowl is made out of crystal. Okay, I got all these on Amazon too. So if you're interested, you can look on Amazon or online. And it sits on a ring, okay? And we're also noticing the difference of the bowls. The mallet has a rubber circle. So when I give it a ding, all right, you hear that? It almost sounds like a clock or a bell, or maybe it reminds you of something else. And then to make it sing, I start to roll it around, and the sound starts to grow. So again, this connects us to our breath as we breathe in and breathe out. You can still hear it even when I'm not, using the mallet for it. Pretty cool, right? The next singing bowl that I have is the gold one. And with this mallet, it has the felt around it. So also, if I were to hold the bowl like this, you wouldn't hear the sound. They're like percussion instruments. So again, I have to stretch out my hand so it just gently rests on my hand. It used to have a pillow, but the pillow broke. So it still works by using my hand. So again, I recycled it. So once again, noticing the difference in tone and sound than the other bowl. So this has a softer, deeper, kind of mellow sound. And then once I start to roll it, starts to sing, again, the sound grows. Just like this as we breathe in and breathe out. Now the next singing bowl, this one came with its own little pillow. So it sits on its pillow, and this mallet, it's just wooden. There's green on it because I've used it so much, the paint started to come off. So with this one, again, I give it a ding, and I start to make it sing. And what's interesting is that this bowl is smaller than these bigger ones, but the sound, the frequency, the pitch is much higher, right? So this is the smaller one. Noticing again the sounds. And then the smaller one, this also has a little pillow. And this mallet is made out of glass, so I have to be really careful when I use this one. But again, I'm going to give it a ding, and then I'm going to roll it around. So again, all of the singing bowls, they have a different sound. Again, they all look different and they all have, different sounds, but the vibration is all there. So right now I'm going to play for you the bowls together, and feel free to either just sit and listen, or maybe you lay down and focus on your breath, or you use the eye pillow or your blocks to make yourself really comfortable. But do what feels good for you. As you breathe, you can mindfully listen. And if you don't have singing bowls, you could always play your favorite song that you have, on your iTunes or your device, or, on YouTube, find a song that you can also mindfully listen to. So it doesn't have to be, using the singing bowls. You could choose your own song to mindfully listen to, or maybe you mindfully listen to nature and hear the birds chirp and the trees, blow in the wind, or, natural sounds, right? So wherever you are, make yourself in a comfortable position. And I'm just going to play for you a little example of how you can connect your breath to music. So wherever you are, just relax. Feel so calm, so cool. Using your breath to connect you to your heart, and clearing out anything in the way that no longer serves you as you breathe in and breathe out. Again, relaxing your body, relaxing your minds, feeling so calm, so cool. Breathe in, breathe out. Relaxing your body, relaxing your minds. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel your heart. Think about all the people who you love. Just send them some peace, some kindness. Just relaxing in your breath. And knowing that you have everything you need to calm your body, calm your mind. Breathing in, breathing out. Relaxing your body. Feeling so at ease. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be, just here in this moment. Feeling the belly rise and fall, feeling space for your lungs to expand, feeling space in your collarbones. Again, as you breathe in and breathe out. Take 10 more seconds. Again, breathing into your heart. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Slowly wiggling your fingers and your toes. And just noticing how you feel. Right? Doing a one-word check-in maybe to see, do you feel any different than when you started? Other tools for mindful listening that you can use are bells or chimes. So this bell, it has a little wand, and again, I can give it a ding. If I were to hold my thumb on the metal part, you wouldn't hear the sound. So that's why I keep my hand only on the wooden part as I ding the chime. Again, it looks different than the singing bowl, but it still has that same vibration that connects us all together. So that's one way to use the chime. Then these are the Tingxia chimes, and you'll notice they look similar, but one's bigger than the other. And Tingxia chimes also use our focus. So I use my pointer finger and my thumb to hold the string, and then I give it a ding. And again, it's that same frequency, the same vibration that's in all of our hearts. Now, this is the sound of the bigger ones. Now notice the difference between the big one and the small one. All right, so again, I hold it the same, and it's a different sound. So the cool thing is with this one, I got this when I was in Indonesia a really long time ago. So this was a souvenir that I got. So these are extra special to me because I got them when I was teaching yoga in Indonesia. So all across the world, these came from. The other ones I got on Amazon, but these are my very first Tingxia chimes. And again, you can hear the difference between that one and this one, just like that. Again, they're nice and soothing, so you can, do this on your own as you breathe in. So if it was just you and your Tingxia chimes, you could breathe in and breathe out, either eyes open or eyes closed. Breathe in and breathe out again. Or you could always play them for someone else, as you breathe in and breathe out. So again, using your breath as a tool for self-care, to be more self-aware, and for self-management. So now I'm going to share with you a couple poses that are helpful when it comes to breathing. So heart openers are ways that we can open up the back of the heart, the shoulders, to help the front of the body with our lungs expand. All right, so make sure you have a clear space to work with. So you can use your yoga mat that you got. And I'm going to show you a couple different ways you can create a heart opener. Okay, again, using the tools that you have. So the first way is you can connect your blocks together and then fold your blanket so that it's a long rectangle, and you're going to create it as your own bolster. So a bolster is a big pillow. So for example, a yoga bolster, this is one of my yoga bolsters that I have. It's a big yoga pillow, but if you don't have this, I'm going to teach you how to make your own. Okay, so I'm creating the similar, prop as my own bolster, just like that. And then the eye pillows are always nice to use. And I'm just gonna sit at the very bottom, the base of my makeshift bolster. And then I'm gonna simply lean back just like this. And if that doesn't feel good on my head, I could always, curl the blanket so I feel a little bit more supported. So I'm gonna do that for my neck there. It makes it feel a little bit more comfy. And then I can just take my eye pillow and I can breathe here. So this is gonna start to open up my heart, open up the shoulders. This gives us more room and space for the breath as we breathe in and breathe out. Now I could also take this to a butterfly on my back by bringing the soles of my feet together and then, creating a butterfly-like shape. I could also add more by taking my hands and making butterfly wings for my elbows, and I'm also gonna feel more space. So again, see what feels good for you, whether, you have your legs in a butterfly, or you can extend your legs just like this, or just simply have your arms by your side, whatever feels good for you in this nice, gentle heart opener. And you can stay here for, as long as you need. Sometimes, after 3 minutes, it might feel too much, but again, do what feels good for you. And then I'm gonna slowly come out of my supported back bend. Another way you could do that, so if using the blocks felt like it was too much, take the blocks out, all right? Take the blocks out, and then you can still keep that rectangular-like shape with your blanket, or you can roll it, all right? You can roll it like how you roll up your yoga mat or a crayon. So see, I have a vertical crayon. And then, same how I just did before, I'm gonna lean back, all right? And maybe I also use the blocks for my arms. That also might feel nice. But again, this is another way to open up the heart here. So I can relax. And again, maybe I use the eye pillow on my eyes. Or how we started, you can use the eye pillow on your belly as you breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. So it's really your choice how you'd like to, use your tools. So this is another way to do a nice gentle back bend, a nice gentle heart opener by being on your back. And gently come out of that. Another way you can have a nice simple back bend is we'll keep the roll. This time we'll use that for under our knees, or you can also roll it for under your ankles, your choice, all right? And with the block, okay, this time we're just gonna place it vertically under our shoulders. And I'll probably want the other block for my head if I don't want my neck to hang. But again, do what feels good for you. And again, I'm gonna lean back just like this. I wanna make sure that it's vertical by my shoulder blades. And then my head will just gently come back. And again, that, I feel like I need some support for my neck. So I'm gonna add in the pillow or the little block as a pillow to support my neck there. Much better. And then again, I can breathe here. I can add in the eye pillow. But this is another gentle heart opener that's good for our breath, that's good for the lungs, good for the rib cage. Again, opens up the back of the body to help open up the front of the body. And again, you can have your feet out like this. If you wanted that butterfly-like shape, you could bring the feet together. Or another way you can rest, this is called constructive rest, where you just place the feet on the ground and knock the knees in. So this is another gentle way to relax in your, in your constructive rest pose as you breathe in and breathe out. So again, it supports the heart. It's nice and gentle on the knees. So this is another way that you can have a heart opener. And then simply, you'll slowly come out of the pose, either roll to one side as you come up. Right? So that's another way to do, a heart opener. Another way you can do a heart opener without using any props is to simply lay on your back, just like this, in a Shavasana-like pose. And then gently, once again, bringing the soles of the feet to the ground. This is a bridge pose, a gentle bridge pose, just by breathing in and breathing out. Or if you wanted to do the jellyfish pose, the legs up the wall, again, even if you didn't have a wall, you can reach and stretch your toes up to the sky. And this is a nice, gentle heart opener. You can reach the arms out wide like the letter T. And again, looking up at your feet. It's just a natural way to open up the heart, flips the blood flow. So again, it makes our body come to calm. So if our breathing is shallow or really fast, this helps to really calm and ground the body. So you could have your feet up, or if you have, a wall to use, you could do that. But again, whatever makes you feel comfortable for you. Again, your practice is all about you and doing what feels right for your body. So those are some poses that you can try. And again, you can get creative. So maybe you have a different idea of how to create more space with the yoga materials. Other simple heart openers that you can do really sitting anywhere. As you breathe in, reach the arms up. You can box the elbows and gently guide yourself to one side as you breathe in and breathe out, and then going to the other side as you breathe in and breathe out. Also, a nice simple seated cat-cow is a great way to open up the heart. So hands on your knees, breathe in, open up your heart, smile, breathe out, round your spine, tuck your chin to your chest. This is another nice gentle heart opener as you breathe in and breathe out, breathing in and breathing out. Another way you can also not only tune into your breath, but also help you with focus. You're going to clasp your hands together, and you're going to look at that center point where your hands meet, all right? You're going to look at that center point, and using your focus as you inhale, look up, exhale, come back down. So keep your eye on that one focal point. This works the shoulders, this works the breath, this works the heart as you inhale and exhale. So again, using yourself as your guide as you keep your eyes on your hands as you breathe in and breathe out. Awesome, everyone. Another great heart opener for the shoulders also works our brain power is our eagle arms. So I'm going to reach my right arm out, cross my left arm over. All right, so you crisscross. Then maybe they connect again. And then I can either just simply lift my elbows up and I'll feel more space in my shoulders, or I can make little circles as I breathe in and breathe out. Again, this is going to create more space for my breath. Again, this is helpful for when it comes to pranayama, for breathing tools and techniques. And then I'm always going to switch the directions if making the circles feels comfortable for you. And then I like to add in a lion's breath as you breathe in. And breathe it out, let it roar. And then you'll switch sides. So now left arm comes across, right arm over, and then maybe they connect again. And then first again, just find the space, lift the elbows up. And then maybe you add in those circles as you breathe in and breathe out, going in the other direction. Again, doing what feels good for you and your eagle arms. Again, creating more space for the breath, for your lungs, for the ribs, for the collarbones, for your pranayama, your breathing exercises. And one last breathing activity, one of my favorites is, I like to call it the firework breath, but it's also called the breath of joy. So what you'll do is you'll swing your knees around, and you can use your voice if you'd like. Make it yours. As you inhale, you're going to open up your arms, open up your heart. And then as you breathe out, you're going to go, ah! just like that. So breathe in, open up the heart, breathe it out, let it go. You can be as loud as you want. Breathe in, breathe it out. So feel your strength, feel your power, strong body, strong minds. Because remember, we're not just long branch, we're strong branch. So breathe into your heart, open up your heart, breathe in, breathe out. 2 more times, Green Wave. Breathe in, breathe it out, breathe in, and breathe it out. To soak that all up, we're gonna end with a child's pose. So again, you can make it simple or you can add the props to it. So child's pose without anything can be done either knees together, arms by your side, head down, or child's pose can have your knees apart, arms forward as you breathe in, head down. Or again, you can use the props to support you. So you could use the blocks for your hand, and you can use the blanket as a turtle shell. So again, it tunes into our breath as you add in your blanket. So this could also be your child's pose. Oh, and if you have the eye pillow, you could use that for your head to be supported, just like this. Or maybe you fold the blanket. Again, I'm making this into a rectangle to support my knees, just like this. And then I'll use the blocks, just like we started when we stacked the blocks on our belly. You can also stack the blocks on your back, all right? So sometimes it's hard to do it on your own, but you can try, all right? And you might have done this with me in school where we stacked even more up, but again, use what you have, and then you can rest. And the more still, the more quiet you are, the more the blocks are going to stay as you breathe in and breathe out. So make it your own child's pose, whether you have the props that you're using or not, but this connects our mind with our heart so we can lead with love. So right now, tune back into your heart, tune back into your breath in your child's pose for the next few moments as you breathe in and breathe out. Again, letting go of any nerves, any worries, finding your peace right here in your child's pose or your turtle pose, your rock pose, whatever you want to call it, where we align the mind with the heart so we can lead with love. So this is a great pose for connection and calmness. Again, we can tune into our breath. We'll take 5 more moments here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Slowly, wherever you are, you can start to come out of the pose, nice and gentle. And we'll end our yoga today with a mantra and a mudra for I am peaceful. So using our fingers, again, because you have everything you need. Positive power, it starts in our mind to connect us with our heart, to connect us with our breath. So again, we can be more kind not only to ourselves, but the whole green wave. So we're going to bring each finger to our thumb as we say, I am peaceful. Just like that, we'll say it 3 times together. I am peaceful. I am peaceful. One more time. I am peaceful. Beautiful job, everyone. Let's all breathe in together. Reach those arms up to the sky. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Go green wave. Thank you all so much. I hope you enjoyed learning all about your breath today. And again, try it out, practice it, share what you like, what you didn't like on our Google Classroom. And again, remembering that your breath is your power. You have everything you need. It's always from within. No matter where you go, you're always breathing. So thank you so much, Green Wave, for joining me today. I'll see you soon. Namaste.